John, you are wrong. You need to learn. You have no idea about how to trade. I'm doing the anti-John Howe inverse ETF. Anti-John Howe. This guy is wrong 100% of the time. Why's the market been going up the last few days? I don't know. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get into today's market update. One thing I want to share with you guys to start off this market update is this, all right? Check this out. So on my community tab, right, on my community tab, if you go to my community tab right here, okay, right here, and we scroll down, 3 days ago, I talked about this chart right here. And I said, market is making high lows, high lows, high lows. And I said, this is the 4-hour chart. We're making high lows. If we do hold and break above the previous peaks, we're going to see a 3 to 4% up move from here on the Nasdaq. On the good old Nasdaq. Now we were trading around 13,300 and I actually had a target of 13,700 on this one here. Now if I bring up the Nasdaq futures chart right now, this is the Nasdaq futures chart here right now. So this is, and so if we look at this here, 13,300 was where? 13,300 was right there. So it was pretty much right here, right? Pretty much right there was when I came out and that 13,300 level. That's when I came out and said, okay, we're likely to rise up to 13,700. Actually, what exactly was that number? Looks like it was 13,750. Looks like my exact number there. And so 13,007. So that was actually my target. It actually beat that target today. So as you can see, guys, that I've been getting a lot of flack lately about, John, you don't understand. And I do understand, right? I really do understand this. And again, that's the reason why I did this post here by saying, guys, please do not fight it. Do not fight it. Do not fight it. Do not fight it. Because you are overcomplicating this thing. And you overcomplicating this thing right now is causing you to go backwards. Everything you're thinking about how you trade the markets is wrong. The GDP report, the inflation, the negative divergence, Stanley Druckenmiller, I don't care. John, oh my goodness, John, if you bring up the indicators and the indicators, all these indicators here, they're giving you triple negative divergences. That's where the stock market's going to go down. Nasdaq's going to go down. John, you need to learn. You need to understand. Really? I have been screaming now for the last few weeks, the trend is your friend until the end, right? Keep it really simple. And if we look at the Nasdaq, what has the Nasdaq been doing? Low, higher low, and higher low. One rule. What are most people doing? Well, John, the GDP report and the recession and the inflation and the interest rates rise and this and that and this and that and this and that and that and the triple divergences and the rising wedge and all this sort of crap that you guys are going on about. But then suddenly you're getting smacked in the face with a wet fish and the market's rising. Because you have 10 reasons why the market's going to go down, and the one thing you're not focusing on is what is actually the market telling you. Not what your thoughts are about how something's going to affect the market, right? And I've been screaming this at you. Now, guys, right now, I don't know how long this move is going to be, right? But now we're getting well into the move. It looks like that we could be getting a nice move, at least on the Nasdaq. We could possibly be getting a rise up towards that 13,000 level now. And then maybe when we do get there, we're probably going to get another bit of a pullback. Right? So the trend is your friend until the end. Rule number one is always, what's the trend? And when we're not listening to the trend, we're not respecting the markets. Okay? And that's the reason why some of you guys are getting absolutely destroyed right now. I had one guy who's been short in the market the whole year. I'm like, why make life hard for yourself? Do not make life hard for yourself, okay? And people expecting the stock market to crash and so on and so forth. It's like, no, not yet, not yet, not yet. If you are a trader of these markets, you're trading, you're getting in and getting out in a couple of days, maybe for a couple of weeks, All that other stuff that you're thinking about right now is wrong. Rule number one is, what is the trend? And then that's rule number one, right? That's rule number one. But then we need to get into rule. Obviously, I have in that free trading course, I teach you about my actual trading system. But rule number one is about what's the trend, right? And then obviously about what's the trend, and then also I have my actual trading rules for getting into a high quality trade. Because traders, you guys can do this. You really, 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 really can do this. Unfortunately, the way you're approaching the markets, the way you're thinking about these markets, and the way you're taking on these markets is wrong. And you're only going to go backwards. You're only going to keep losing money, right? People who are short the markets right now are getting absolutely destroyed. Do not be trying to do that, right? Do not be trying to do that. Let's look at the S&P 500. S&P 500 has been doing what? Making lows. Now it's making a higher low. What's the trend? The trend is up. Now, nothing works 100% of the time, and I'm not saying just trade based off rule number one, but what we want to do is we want to be going with the stream, right? Not against it. With the stream, not against it. With the stream, not against it. But what do I get? John, I'm anti-inverse John Howe. Really? You were short the markets these last few weeks? Oh my goodness. Why? The market was screaming at you. Do not, right? It's been screaming at you. So that's what we've been looking at there, guys, from the stock market, and even one guy, he said, John, but we're getting triple negative divergences on the indicators. This has never happened since last time this happened was in the crash. So therefore the market's going to go down. Traders, the market is right. Indicators are derivative from the markets, right? And just because there's a negative divergence doesn't mean it's going to go down. You're focusing on the wrong things. What on the chart right now, you guys have seen me say, okay, the market's probably going to keep going up from here, and I would not want to be fighting it. What have I used to predict that? One trading technique. But what are most of you guys doing? Oh my goodness, the GDP report, blah, 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 right? You're making it so hard for yourself. Do not. John, you need to learn. You don't. I need to learn. I think you need to learn how to tell your wife that you totally screwed up because you're short a bull market and your ego is getting involved in all that sort of stuff. Right? Now, guys, I understand, right? I really do understand that trading can be hard and trading can be difficult, right? It can be a hard and quite difficult thing if you don't know what you are doing. It becomes much easier is if you come to someone like me who's been doing it for 19 years. Next year will be 20 years for me. And I've learned so many dumbass mistakes. Instead of trying to fight me on it, I'm here trying to show you guys what to do, right? I'm coming off one of my most successful trades for the year from yesterday, right? I had a beautiful trade on one of the futures markets. I'm not going to get into the story of that, but my private clients know. That. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're interested in becoming a private client, go get free access to the trading course. As soon as you get free access to the trading course, the very first video you're going to get, it's going to teach you about my trading system and how I trade. And then you can actually, then also there's an application form there. You can actually fill out the application form to book in. And if you want to become a private client of mine, so I can teach you how to do this the right way, instead of you being on the wrong side, then go do that right now, right? Go, the very first thing in the description there, guys, go click on that. Go put your email address in to get free access to the trading course. But on the very first video you're going to get, I'm going to teach you everything I know about trading the markets, my trading system. And then there'll be an application there where you can actually apply to become a private client. And I can personally help you and teach you become a really, really good trader, right? Because you guys can do so well out of this, all right? So guys, please, do not be fighting this market. Do not be fighting this market. This market is strong. We're just starting to break out now on the S&P. There's a real good high probability now, looking at this level here, that if I look back over time, we're just breaking out now. So there's a good probability we're going to start to see a nice rise, probably back up now to around that 4,300. On the S&P 500. Do not be fighting this market. Do not be trading against the trend. Do not be trading based on your thoughts. Do not be trading based on indicators. Do not be trading based on anything else, right? Guys, go over there right now. Put your email address in for the very first thing in the description. Click on that. And the very first video, you will see how rule number one in my trading system is the trend, and then have a few extra rules to make sure I'm getting in at the right time. Hey traders, I want to give you free access to my Mastering the Markets trading course. If you go to johnsfreegift.com, here's what you're going to learn in there. You're going to learn the #1 chart reading and trading technique that's been working since the 1950s. You're going to learn the trading boundaries technique that shows you the best and worst time to place a trade. You're going to learn also about price and time phases so you can understand what's going on right now and also what's to come as well too. My #1 powerful short-term income trading system that gets a 90% success rate, the most powerful trading techniques on the planet, the biggest trading mistakes that's stopping you from making an income. You're going to learn all about the super trader formula, plus the 3 secrets to making a full-time income from trading. So this is what I want you to do right now. Go to johnsfreegift.com. Go there right now. Get free access to this trading course. Go get the help. It's 100% free. Go there right now. Go to johnsfreegift.com right now.